You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White sports fans, let's talk about the ongoing fallout from Shannon Sharpe's phone call live on the air on Undisputed earlier this week with Falcons wide receiver Julio Jones. Julio Jones clearly wants out of Atlanta. He wants to be traded to a contender. And when the segment on Undisputed aired, I thought it was pretty clear that Julio Jones did not actually know that he was actually being recorded live on the air, and he gave a pretty blunt answer. I'm out of there, talking about leaving the Atlanta Falcons. He also said he wasn't going to the Cowboys. He wanted to go to a winner. So he threw the Falcons under the bus. He threw the Cowboys under the bus. And I thought it was pretty clear that he did not actually know that he was actually being recorded on the air. Now check this out, guys. Report: Julio Jones did not know he was on air during Shannon Sharpe call. Shannon Sharpe, man, could be in a bunch of trouble. We kind of outlined that in the last video I put out on this. But check this out. Atlanta Falcons wide receiver Julio Jones was surprisingly candid with Shannon Sharpe in a call on FS1's Undisputed when asked if he was getting traded. After a week of speculation, the obvious reasons appears to be true. During Friday's edition of the Pat McAfee show, McAfee said that a source told him Jones did not know he was on the air. That falls in line with what everyone has suspected given how blunt Jones was with his answer. Yeah, I agree with that, man. Shannon Sharpe never told him that, hey, man, we're live on the air right now, or you're going to stay in Atlanta, or you're leaving, or whatever. Never said that. And Julio Jones was pretty blunt right there. No, I'm out of here. It says here, McAfee said that even Fox was caught off guard by the Julio Jones interview. His source said that was why the interview ended as abruptly as it did. Quote, per my media source, McAfee said before adding a dramatic pause, they did not know. Fox, Julio, nobody knew that was happening, and that is why we have seen the reactions out of Fox we have seen. Yeah, because I put in my last video, man, that Fox is in a lot of hot water right now with the NFL. The NFL may actually restrict access to teams with Fox. Now, Fox, they carry the NFC games, Dallas Cowboys, biggest brand in all the sports. This is not a good look. Possible apology from Shannon Sharpe, and Shannon Sharpe, man, could actually end up doing jail time. I know that's a stretch right there, but it's a possibility, man, if a complaint is actually filed, because California is a two-party consent state. Shannon Sharpe would have had to tell Julio Jones, hey, we're on air. This is going out across the world. He didn't do that. He didn't do that at all. It says during the fateful call with Shannon Sharpe, Julio Jones stated, quote, I'm out of here, when asked about his future with the Atlanta Falcons. A lot of controversy followed, with reports revealing that the Falcons had been trying to trade him for months. Now, on ESPN.com, they did have an article. I just briefly glanced at it, that Atlanta does have an offer for Julio Jones, including a first-round pick. I just kind of glanced at it. I don't know all the details on that 100%. But it says the damage is now done through, and it remains to be seen who will face consequences, or if there will even be any. One thing's for sure, if Julio Jones does get traded, it won't be a surprise to anyone at all anymore. Now, facing consequences, this is it right here. Fox Shannon Sharpe could face blowback over impromptu Julio Jones interview. Now, this probably is that same thing that I was saying here about a possible jail time for Shannon Sharpe in this case. I don't know, man. I really don't know. But this was not a good look, man. And this pretty much confirms right here that Julio Jones did not know he was actually being recorded live on the air on FS1's Undisputed. This was a big time mistake by Shannon Sharpe. And Julio Jones is still under contract with the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons, they don't have to trade him. I know that they have an offer on the table right now, but if they decide they don't want to pull the trigger, they don't have to pull the trigger, man. And this just makes Shannon Sharpe, look even more dumb. And Shannon Sharpe has a big mouth. But according to Pat McAfee, Julio Jones did not know he was being recorded. And I agree with that, man, because it seemed pretty obvious that Julio did not know he was being recorded. And all week long, man, Shannon Sharpe has not addressed this. Fox hasn't addressed this. Maybe there's some things going on behind the scenes that we don't actually know about. Maybe Shannon Sharpe will give an apology, but I think at this point, if he hasn't done it so far, he probably will never end up apologizing for putting Julio Jones in that spot live on the air. I wonder how Julio Jones actually feels about Shannon Sharpe right now, putting him on the air like that and not even knowing that he was actually being put on the air. I'm assuming that Fox Sports is going to continue to be in hot water with the NFL. We'll see what kind of consequences actually come on Fox Sports. And if they do, I'm pretty sure they're going to punish Shannon Sharpe in some kind of way for this. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White sports fans, make sure you guys check out blackandwhitenetwork.com. Check out the link in the description. Private videos over there on the website just for the members. There was actually an incident that went down at a New York Yankees game involving Donald Trump. We're going to be covering that on a private video here today. So you don't want to miss that. It's going to be exclusive content just for the members. So sign up and get a membership today. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.